Manchester City setting off on another Champions League journey, wondering if this is the year. Foden, lovely ball, De Bruyne, and there he is again, Erling Haaland. Show him a goal, show him a net, he'll put the ball in it. Pounces again. Piece of play, they gave the ball to Haaland of all people. He's in behind here, it's a difficult angle. And in the end, it's racketing. Grealish, it's a good ball. De Bruyne, Haaland was in there again. This time better in here though. De Bruyne can make it two. Fantastic save. Rabono to deny him. Foden again, working onto that left foot. There's the shot and there's the goal. 2-0. Manchester City. A counter-attack, and Foden's composure was something to behold there. Could be another chance here. Haaland, he's going to score again, you know. 2 for him, 3 for Manchester City. And the goal machine remains in full working order. Ending the game in total control, and they have been most of the way. Cancelo, and there is the goal. Ruben Dias, he doesn't get many. Strikes to make it 4-0 to champions, but outclassed, really, outplayed by Manchester City tonight.
So here are the teams, and the face of concentration of Erling Haaland with Sally Oschan, who can hit one and hit it straight at Ederson, the Manchester City. Joao Cancelo lines up the shot, lots of power, not quite the direction though from Joao. Bien still going here, he couldn't hit the target. What a chance, flowing move on the counter. Cleared as far as Marco Reus, it's deflected and in is Jude Bellingham. Haaland looking to get in behind them for the first time. Tight angle, too tight even for him.
No, I think he has to go for goal.
Foden for Manchester City. Brilliant interception by Hummels to tap in for Haaland if he didn't get there. Stones for Manchester City. Oh, yes! What a goal! It's an absolute wonder strike from Cancelo. They can't get out now, the German team, at all. What a ball that is by Cancelo! By Haaland! Wonderful! Sometimes you cannot believe your eyes. What a pass! What a finish! What a moment here at the Etihad! Haaland against his old club.
This is a club that's won 9 major honours in the last 5 seasons, but 1 remains. Here's Cancelo. And Haaland! Inevitable. Relentless. He is a walking, talking cheat code, and he's on the score sheet inside. Grealish, and off the post from Ronaldo. Pass to Mahrez, who looks to bend one in. Haaland! Mahrez, and Gundogan hit one, and Grabara with a good save. I think he saw that quite late, and Alvarez left it, and Haaland took it on! What pacey cross or a pass, and Grealish! Another save from Grabara.
It's a great save, I tell you what, it's wonderful technique from Jack.
Gundogan. That's a great effort by Grealish, and another really good stop by Grabara. It's over the head of Haaland, and hit on the volley! And Haaland's there again! My word. Well, that one's a tap-in. Grealish, and hit early, and Haaland's there! And it's been turned in. Gomez with the shot. City lead by 3-0. Haaland won't be claiming that one, even though he was in there. Cole Palmer. Grealish to his left, and another good save by Grabara, who's put on quite a show tonight. Certainly, but in a hurry to take that. The referee is pointed to the spot, and it will be a penalty. Lovely penalty. And he marks his 200th Manchester City appearance with a goal. Oh, and it's flicked on and only just wide. So close. As Grealish carries on and finds Mahrez. And Alvarez! His first Champions League goal. A lovely Manchester City move to make it 5.
You just feel that Copenhagen have a couple of opportunities and City put it into 5th gear and think, right, you've had a chance.
Goes on, it is their holy grail. They couldn't have started this season much better, could they, in the competition? 3 wins out of 3, win again.
So tonight could be the night for Manchester City, the night they become the first team to qualify for the last 16, and in a season like this one, for it. Changes the angle, and that's a really good save by Juara. Shot comes in from Rodri, what a goal!
Going for it, misses it. So you can't blame Mahrez for brushing off his hands.
It's a different game we watch these days, Steve. Oh, absolutely. Forward, and there's the chance to shoot. Did that get a touch from Edison? Yes, it did. He was hit nicely by Lirea. Somebody said to me once that VAR would take away the process of things evening themselves up. But I think tonight we've seen that still very much the case.
It's the penalty.
Penalty. And Juara saves it. Outstanding save by the Copenhagen goalkeeper. Haraldson and Klaassen up there with him, and Haraldson goes down. Sergio Gomez was making the challenge, and the red for the red card, that's a certainty. So City down to 10, Sergio Gomez sent off, straight red card. Pulled back now for Kevin De Bruyne. Left foot curler, good save. Juara. Victor Christensen.
Nice,
a really good ball in. Fantastic little ball played in behind. Johannesson, the substitute, was the one. Leaves it for Cancelo. Cancelo can have a shot. Good save by Juara. A shot that was dipping all the time. Steered behind for a supporters. The Copenhagen supporters celebrate like they've won the match. They were beaten 5-0 last week. They've got a 0-0 tonight. Shaking the hands between the respective coaches. This is one of the great stadiums in European football to watch a game. City are here to face the yellow wall, and a Dortmund side who scored 5 at the weekend. Mukoko's up there with him. Missed Brandt out. Reina with a chance. Ortega with the save. It's the best.
A good run.
Adeyemi running in behind Cancelo, teeing up Mukoko. Should have scored.
Should have scored.
Best chance of the night, and he knows it.
Play.
There's the dangerous Adeyemi. Equally dangerous Mukoko. Hits it straight at Ortega. That's been the combination so far today for Bernardo Silva. Slide rule ball into Foden. Gundogan coming in, didn't get there. Mahrez though will. Down he goes, penalty. Very, very clumsy from Emre Can.
Easy, wasn't it? What is Emre Can doing? What is he doing? Should have put Adeyemi in.
Whistles and cheers all around the stadium. And Mahrez denied by the goalkeeper. Excellent save. Acrobatically springing to his right and tipping it away. Mahrez with time to bring it down. Alvarez with a snapshot. Foden following up. And Manchester City can celebrate as well because they've won the group.
So Group G decided ahead of time. Fates and futures already determined. This tonight without jeopardy, but there's no lack of opportunity. Several of City's. Foden sends it in. That's a great ball, and maybe deserved better, didn't it? It was Ruben Dias looking to go towards Rafa Mia. He's too far away, and he's picking up some good position. Oh, nicely done, Foden. Gundogan! Corner. It's over towards him now, and the header is brilliant. So well taken. Well, he's been the danger man, he's been the threat, and he's found the back of the net. Alvarez, oh, good ball. Oh, what a finish! And what a story! On his first start, Rico Lewis is mobbed by his teammates. Foden to take the corner. Good delivery and a fine save.
Nonetheless.
Oh, that's a good ball. And City are in here. Oh, what a finish too. Squeezed it in. Alvarez on the score sheet. But that's the man who made it.
Well, we're in the presence of absolute greatness because...
He's nicked it off him and he's got Mahrez to his right. This is Mahrez! And that's 3. Unselfish play to set up Riyad Mahrez, and he did. Becoming Manchester City's youngest goal scorer in the Champions League. With Manchester City and the Champions League, a trophy that has eluded them for so long, the one they want now above all else, the missing piece in the jigsaw, their sporting holy grail. Schlager, giving it away, can't do that with the likes of Grealish around. And Mahrez! Emphatic finish! The error punished to maximum effect. Plenty in the box, though, for City towards the back post. It went! Oh! Well, Haaland it was at that post. It's a good ball as well. And Grealish with the chance. And Grealish off target. Nicely worked by Manchester City. Needs a good cross. And Henriks was arriving. Best move they put together.
You really should be getting over the top.
And Henriks is the man over. Great chance! Wide! They worked it so well. Cries of shoot! Oh, and it was a good save by Ederson. Fantastic effort.
Oh, didn't he?
They'll try again. Another ball into the box. And this time, they get the equaliser. Gvardiol was forward. City are saying there was a push. But Marco Rosa's side are on top. Chance to have a run at Henriks and Gundogan! Good save, kept in by Haaland. Bernardo Silva for City. From Marco Rosa's team. Full time then, Leipzig 1, Manchester City 1.
Well, Manchester City are favourites to win the whole Champions League with the bookmakers, but they are finding this prize elusive. This looks exactly the kind of tie which they... Here he goes, he's got there, he's nearly scored as well. Took the foot of this. Wow. Henriks, does that touch his hand, which is...
Stretch. Yes, you might class it's behind him, but under the...
No mistake again. Haaland strikes, Manchester City lead.
Natural position.
Here's De Bruyne, trying to add to his screen. On the other side of the bar. And it's 2-0. It's Haaland again. 2 in 2 minutes for him. And Manchester City, surely on their way to the last 8. Here's Grealish. Haaland, another chance. He wants that hat-trick. Oh, given away by Rodri there. Wonderful opportunity. Early ball. Gundogan. Big save again by Blasvik. Curled in. And does he cross the line? He has now. Haaland may have a hat-trick there if that had no... Grealish, City threatening again. Gundogan turning, twisting, shooting, scoring for Manchester City. Sublime, running away with this. Wow. Bernardo Silva with a header. Haaland! And then a Kanji and Haaland again! He's got four now! And he's equalled Manchester City's all-time seasonal scoring. He's got a long way to go. He's got Haaland again! He's gone now! This is incredible! It's the Erling Haaland show! Erling Haaland. A richly deserved ovation. Fancy that. Scoring 5 goals in a Champions League game. Here's De Bruyne. There's the shot. There's the goal. He deserves. What a performance. What a statement from Kevin De Bruyne tonight. He has been out of this world. And, well, almost superhuman display from Erling Haaland.
Well, the players are ready, and the fans are ready too, for a game that has absolutely everything. Underway. Little ball into Grealish. Haaland! It's the first good chance he's had tonight. Grealish involved. Little pocket there for Rodri. Skips away from... Oh! What about that? It's a goal to take your breath away in the Champions League. It's an absolute beauty from Rodri. And it's the first time he's ever scored a Champions League goal. Mane involved for the first time. Davies has gone motoring past him and he's hit it straight into the chest. It's a lovely ball through to Leroy Sané, who's in. Good save, Edison. Ake there in the nick of time to just beat it. The assistant who was right there. If anybody should know, he's your good save, Edison. He's denied Sané. Ake has to hit it. Hit it straight at Sommer. The angle favoured the goalkeeper. Upamecano's lost out to Grealish. Well, it goes to Haaland. Promising for City. Pulls across to Bernardo Silva. 2-0. Slides into the arms of Calvin Phillips. And you wonder whether Manchester City have just taken a giant stride towards the semi-finals. Alvarez. The target is Stones. Haaland! Dreamland in the Champions League for Manchester City, who can smell the semi-final. Full time. And that's one of Manchester City's great nights in Europe. Well, what a place, what a stadium, and what a situation we have. Two fantastic sides who scored plenty of goals, and Manchester City, who would met on. Here's Leroy Sané, first big chance of the night. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. What an opportunity. Now, there's been no flag. Now, what's the referee going to do here? Oh, he's going to send him off. He's off.
It doesn't do the game any good when you make that quick decision like that.
Gundogan. Deflection. Has he given a penalty? And he's booking up a Upamecano. It can only be for a handball, Glenn. That's the
what he's giving
indication. Oh, he's put it over the bar! Well, you have to ask the question if the delay got in the mind of Erling Haaland, who's usually so cool. Coman with the shot. Angle always favoured the Manchester. Now De Bruyne. Upamecano's fallen over. Haaland's in, scores! Erling Haaland back in Munich and powering Manchester City into the semi-finals of the Champions League. He's got 48 goals now in this remarkable season. No way back now for Bayern Munich. It's a corner.
Ole was asking for a handball there.
He was. I was waiting to see it. They are checking it right now. It's
really?
on the
And the arm is away from the body, and under the legislation we know it's so stringent in Europe.
And Kimmich scores. So they do get the goal tonight, Bayern Munich. They've still got to find 3 more. Coman looking to turn against the floor. That's going to be a yellow card for Laporte. Wrestled into the ground. Tuchel's gone storming forward. The Bayern bench are up in arms again.
Tuchel's off.
Manchester City are into the semi-finals of the Champions League for the 5th time. It's the champions against the history chasers for a place in Istanbul. Champions League perfection here in the Spanish capital. Silva up against Camavinga. Kevin De Bruyne, good save. Courtois called into action for the Grealish back inside here to Rodri. The shot comes in and Courtois had to go down and make the save, needed the strong. Well, got it back now though with the dangerous Vinicius Junior. What a challenge in there by Diaz. Vinicius Junior shoots! Oh my word! Cue the Bernabeu explosion. That is vicious from Vinicius, and Real Madrid lead the semi-final with an absolute rocket. To Vinicius Junior, on it goes then to Carvajal, back to Benzema. Important challenge in the nick of time from Johnson. Bernardo Silva, lovely first-time ball onto Kevin De Bruyne. He's in here for Manchester City. Good save by Courtois. Really strong hand.
And the flag's gone up eventually. He looked offside.
Haaland trying to make the run, and Haaland might be in. Haaland for Manchester City. That's outstanding defending by Alaba. Brilliant. Grealish. Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne! One of Manchester City's biggest players with one of the biggest goals of the season. All about the power and the accuracy from Kevin De Bruyne, and it's 1-1 in the Bernabeu. City's high line, Toni Kroos lifts it in. It's a good ball, it's a great save by Ederson to deny Benzema. And here's Benzema. Chouameni can hit one, brilliant save. Hardly any backlift, but a ton of power, and that needed to be tipped round the post by Ederson. Ending goals. So Vinicius Junior for Real Madrid, Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City, and we'll do it again in 8 days' time. Full time, Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 1. So here we go then, part 2 of the Dream semi-final. History-chasing Manchester City against the 14-time European champions Real Madrid. The players out into a colourful cauldron of noise. Rodri onto that right foot, opens up the space all the way through and wide. It's been such a good start here for City.
A number of issues, I thought.
Grealish lifted into Haaland! It's what a stop! Courtois! And then David Alaba with a clearance. How on earth was that not 1-0? Good delivery towards the far side of the Kanji. Haaland! Oh, what a save! What a save! That is absolutely world-class. Here's Walker, and now De Bruyne, and they're toying with them. Bernardo Silva again! You don't save that one! Elation for Guardiola! Explosion from the supporters! Wonderful finish from Bernardo Silva! And there's nothing that Courtois could do about that! And City have taken a giant stride towards Istanbul! Toni Kroos with a lot of power! Toni Kroos rattles the crossbar! What a hit from Toni Kroos!
Movement, pace.
Jack Grealish for Manchester City. Gundogan stepping in. There's the chance. Oh, it's two! It's two! And it's Bernardo Silva again! Manchester City can see Istanbul appearing on the horizon. And little Bernardo Silva is the man who's driving them there. City wall. Alaba does hit one. Oh, he's had to save it. What a hit. And what a save from Ederson. Absolutely wonderful strike from Alaba.
Leap the ball, bide your time.
Gundogan, little back heel. Haaland's in! Oh, what a save again by Courtois. Haaland can't believe it. He thought that was number 53. Free kick taken by De Bruyne. It's gone in! It's an own goal, is it? Or did Akanji get the last touch?
It was a Matt Fletch, it's 3-0.
As Julian Lescott says, it doesn't matter, because that must be the moment. There's Mahrez. Foden. On it goes to Alvarez! Manchester City are heading to Istanbul. They will play in the Champions League final against Internazionale of Milan, and they've absolutely ripped Real Madrid apart. Champions League final, and that's it. Manchester City have done it. A warm embrace between two brilliant managers. They will go to Istanbul, and they could well. The stage is set inside the Atatürk Stadium. The supporters here from Manchester City and from Internazionale of Milan. Whips it in! So close to an opener.
I mean, brilliant by Bernardo Silva, but what on earth?
Little touch by Gundogan to De Bruyne. Off goes Haaland. Good play from Manchester City. Erling Haaland, good save, Bernardo. There's a problem down there for Kevin De Bruyne, and this is a big concern for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. I think he's trying to keep his emotions in check as he leaves the field here. As Jolien said, the second time he's had to leave early in a Champions League final. Kanji's going to leave it. Martinez is in. Trouble here for Manchester City. Good save by Ederson. Complete breakdown in communication. And out, here's a Kanji for City. That's a lovely little ball in. Bernardo Silva, tight angle, pulls it back. Coming onto it now to shoot. Yeah! Score! Rodri! Manchester City lead in the Champions League final. And that's a huge, huge goal for Rodri. And the Manchester City supporters have gone absolutely mad. Header came in from Çalhanoğlu, and then Dumfries was challenging. Lukaku's in there. Di Marco there as well. Oh, it's in the bar. Di Marco hits Lukaku, I think. Still not clear. It will be now.
He does it, Lukaku.
How on earth did they not equalise Inter? Oh, Phil. Here's Phil Foden on the move. Phil Foden saved. Well, that's a vital save for Onana, but what an opportunity for Foden. The initial little... Brozovic flicks it in. Gerson's coming in, gets it. Oh, what a save!
Save, goal!
What a save!
Oh, my word!
That's an unbelievable save from Ederson. An amazing moment for the Manchester City goalkeeper. Brilliant save again. Yes! And they've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, three times a champion! Champions of Europe, finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete! The greatest story in club history has an ending, and what a final chapter! And Ilkay Gundogan raises this famous old trophy high. Manchester City, the European champions, history-making treble winners. They've reached the promised land. What a night, what a season. Congratulations to Manchester City.